I got it. Come and sit down.
Okay.
Now, Jack, you got to keep a good picture the whole time. Can you see us?
Yep.
Cool.
And then.
A lot of pressure here, Jack. You're at the top.
Okay.
Use a professional.
It's a pillow.
Oh, that's adorable.
I made it.
You made it?
Wow.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That is adorable.
That is really
Oh
cute.
my
Thank
gosh.
you very much.
You're welcome.
This is Santa Claus. Hi, I'm Santa Claus.
What do you have?
What? Here, Papa.
It is Santa.
How do you make a video about the man whose life's work was to make videos? There are many titles that I could give to him: filmmaker, artist, visionary, but to me, he was my papa. I thought for a while about how I could summarize everything that my papa was both to me and to so many others. The outpouring of love after he passed made it feel like an insurmountable challenge to make this video. It felt impossible to even begin to cover every piece of his career and the impact he had on the life of myself and those around me. Yet, as I was processing this loss, so many other strangers around the world were too.
Value the time that I got to know Kerwin and spend time with him and work with him and learn from him and laugh with him and goof around with him.
Kerwin Silfies passed away last night at age 75, and I met Kerwin first of all in 1989 and got a chance to work with him. He was a great man. He was an even better director. And one thing that made Kerwin so great, Brian, and you know this, he was calm under pressure. And in this business, that's something else.
Yeah, and also he was very kind and very patient. Sorry, guys, this is hard for me. I didn't know anything about TV production when I got to WWE. And Kerwin was so kind and helpful, and I just want to say our condolences go out to his family and friends, and we love you, man.
Yep, what a man.
Watching many grown men from this macho, no-nonsense wrestling crew tear up over the loss of my papa made this even more difficult. The thesis of their statement about him being that he was kind. I mean, what more as a human can you ask for than that? To be remembered first and foremost by your kindness and your love. What a man he was indeed. To all of them, he was the legendary Kerwin Silfies. To me, he was my legendary papa. His career and involvement with WWE is something I know he would want highlighted, so it's hard to just pass over it, and it's hard to know where to begin. I read a comment somewhere while scrolling through the endless wave of tributes that said, quote, "He was a big part of WWE for years, all the way back to the 80s, and pretty much made their programming what it was. They owe a lot to him." Somebody followed that up with, "I don't mean to be overly sentimental, but I'd argue we all owe a lot to him, since most of us, more or less, fell in love with wrestling through his eyes, at least in part." I'm not sure that anyone could have written a more accurate summary than that. He was behind the impactful moments and the creation of pop culture
Mine
giants.
says special thanks to Kerwin Silfies for helping direct Perfection, Mr. Perfect.
He was the inspiration and namesake for Kerwin
I
White.
have legally and proudly changed my name to Kerwin White.
He stood side by side with the Kermit the Frog, who thanked my grandfather for pressing the button to put Sesame Street on air. But behind all of that, he was a father to my mother and my uncle. He was a loving husband to my Mimi, and an avid Giants fan. And he was my grandfather. In the weeks since his passing, I have spent a lot of time reflecting on the relationship that he and I had. I am grateful to have gotten 26 years with my grandfather. Not everyone can say that they had that long. And I think I would be remiss not to acknowledge the depth of his presence in my life. It was a consistent presence, and when I take a look at who I am today, the things that I'm interested in still, the things that I like to do, I realize that just like his presence is still felt in WWE, it's also still within me. In the hobbies that I adopted, or the things that piqued my interest, Papa was, and still is, there. He is a part of my love for photography and videography. He is in my understanding of how to frame a shot or set the scene. His insistence on me helping with the annual Christmas photo and redoing it many times is present in my many attempts for my own perfect picture. He's a part of my perfectionism, in the way he would review my pictures even right up until the very end. When I would proudly show him my work, he would push up his glasses, and with a smile, he would tell me how I could have framed my shot just a little better. But it never felt like criticism. He's a part of my love for languages. When I wanted to learn Spanish as a child, Papa got out his Big Mac computer and we opened up Rosetta Stone, and together we began practicing vocabulary. I may not have become bilingual that day, but I never forgot that gato meant cat. He is a part of my love for cooking, when I stir my pots or I prep my meals. When I first told him I wanted to be a chef someday, Papa brought me into the kitchen and taught me how to make his famous honey mustard. I was a very picky child back then, and I was very anxious that he would make me taste it. When we finished cooking, he looked at me and said, "Now Jack, when you cook something, you have to try it." So I did. I tried the honey mustard. I'm not sure that I really appreciated it as much back then as I do today, but I think of him when I ask for a side of honey mustard with my fries. He's a part of my silliness, in the way that I always try to find laughs with my students, with my friends, in my love for fun, and in my backflips into a pool. He is a part of my love for travel, my love for the world. When I imagine great adventures, they play in my head like the slide decks he'd streamed to his living room TV as he showed us all the amazing places he'd gone and photos he'd taken. He's a part of my love for plants. I feel him when I trim the overgrown parts of my kitchen garden or propagate a cutting. I reminisce on the days of trampling through his garden as he cared for his flowers or his towering banana plants. When I picture my future yard filled with greenery, it pales in comparison to his. When I got into fitness, we used his home gym. He exists in my passion for music, in the way I perform, in how I know how to put on a show. The lights, the atmosphere, knowing how to set the stage, it all largely stems from him. In the many hours I played his piano or in the first guitar I ever owned. Him. And when it was time to leave his house, he would walk us to the car on his shoulders and sing to us under the stars, leaving an imprint of his lips on our car window. Or when I did finally take an interest in WWE for the sake of one of my friends, he made sure that we had front row tickets. He made sure that John Cena came over and shook our hand at the end of the night. I take comfort in the way that he shared with me his passions, but only once I had discovered them myself. He fostered, but he didn't dictate. He fed, but only when I hungered for it. And because of that, I was given many gifts. As I get older, things become both easier and more difficult. Easier in that I am now able to appreciate these gifts in a way that I did not when they were occurring. But more difficult in that this reflection happens at a time when he can no longer hear my thanks. But nonetheless, thank you, Papa. Thank you for loving me. Thank you for loving my brother and my sister. Thank you for being our legendary Papa. I'm forever grateful for all the lessons and love that you taught me, for the way that you helped me put the good parts of life into perspective, to focus on all of the things that I love and that we love, to take that extra time to frame a shot.
All right, Henry, tell me what you have and show it to me. Nice job.
All right. I would be thankful if I didn't have to do a video, but since I'm doing a video, I'll be thankful for everything else. Well, I'm thankful for that, Marcy, and I'm thankful for everybody who's here celebrating. And big guy, have another good year.
It's not real. It's not real. It's not real. Gotcha!
Why didn't you keep it going? Come on.
Because of Papa, I couldn't do it to Papa.
That's even better.
I couldn't do it
That's even better.
to him.